Welcome to this special session brought to you by Resco.net. Resco is developing cross-platform mobile software solutions, and today Peter Semanchik will tell you all you need to know about the benefits of having access to your data anywhere, and especially when you're right there on the field. And you can ask him anything. So Peter, on to you.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction. Hello, everyone. Greetings. I hope that you can hear me, see me well. And I'm delighted that today I can speak and talk about mobile fieldwork, how to reduce cost errors and carbon footprint with real-time data. So once again, let me maybe introduce also myself. My name is Peter Semanchik, and I'm responsible for communication directly with the clients. We are learning their processes. We are discussing their pain points, and we also talk about how we can advise them with our Resco technology. So maybe we can start with some facts about Resco for those who don't know us yet. We have been working on mobile software solutions, mobile application for more than 21 years. And during these times, we started the cooperation with more than 2,500 customers. And right now, we have more than 2,050,000 users using Resco all around over the world. We have also two offices. Our main headquarters is in Bratislava, in Slovakia, where I'm located. And we are mostly focusing on Europe, but we also have a branch in Boston to cover the American time zone. And as I mentioned, we as a Resco cooperate with the partners. We have locally in different countries, more than 72 countries, our partners that help us to integrate these kind of tools and solutions to the customers. So I just wanted to show you some of these customers that maybe you know, and some of them are also very important in renewable energy industry, like EDP Renewables, MHI Vestas, or even Zen Energy on Sun Solar. There are many, but I would like to mention some of them. And also, I would be happy to take a closer look on everyday use of our solution of one of our biggest client in the energy sector, which is MHI Vestas. And it's an important player in the renewable energy industry with over 3,000 employees. And as you probably know, MHI Vestas designs, constructs, and maintains windmills across Europe, Asia Pacific, and the USA. Many of them are technicians handling general inspections and the maintenance of the turbines. And as you can imagine, checking and repairing a turbine blade is physically a very challenging job. There is no space for using laptops or filling a paper from when you are literally up in the sky or hanging on a rope. And not only that, most of their turbines are at sea, where the field staff often can't rely on stable Wi-Fi or any other network connectivity. So MHI needed a solution that would allow their technicians to be 100% mobile, safe, but also offer full offline functionality. MHI was already using Dynamics 365 backend, but they needed a more flexible, mobile solution for their staff in the field. So we at Resco did just that. We integrated CRM with our fully customized mobile platform that would connect their technicians with a back office in a real time using a mobile application. The whole staff has now non-stop access to all required documents and essential information wherever they are. And everything MHI technicians need in the field is a mobile phone or a tablet. The best part that might interest you the most is the time to implement and cost. Take a guess how long it took to MHI to implement this kind of mobile project. So in the case of MHI, it is usually in just a few weeks. The fastest project took only 14 days from the first workshop until going live, releasing completely new functionality in the app. And also, there was a nice bonus. They saved 90% of allocated budget for this. And I would be happy to talk more specifically about the tools and the set of modules or solution that help them or even help any other customers that we have to lead them or how to guide them to the digital transformation when it comes to their mobile enterprise solution. And maybe you are guessing who are the actual users or who are the personas that are connected in this kind of process where there is a mobile enterprise process. For example, you have a customer, you have a service management or operation and maintenance company, and you need to do some service or activity. So of course, the first are always the customers. Customers have some requests, they have some incidents, they have some demand that needs to be processed, or they have some assets like wind turbines or solar panels. Then, of course, the other persona or another user in this process are managers. So managers are in this process as guys that they need to have an overview of all processes in the company. They need to see real data on the go during the day. Where are their field technicians? And also they are handling different kind of agreements with these kind of customers. Other personas are also dispatchers. So as you probably know, dispatchers and or let's call it service agents, they receive the notifications or requests, or they receive emails, calls from the customers that something needs to be done or repaired, or there is some kind of activity that needs to be done from this kind of company. And the last but not least are the field workers. So actually the service technicians that are in the field that provides the necessary activity or service. So we wanted to include the whole process with all the users and include all of them. So I would be happy also to show you one simple process that is also the core of the field service and how to digitize the processes with kind of companies. So I also included this kind of roles like manager. So at the beginning of the process of one preventive maintenance. So when you want to create some plan for the whole year, manager can do the maintenance plan every month. Then this dispatcher can schedule and maintenance jobs to the service technicians according their availability. And of course, service technicians are notified when and how they need to process the work order. So they have a mobile devices, they have a tablet, and they are notified that this needs to be done where and for how long and what equipment they need to bring with themselves. At the end of the work order or after the task is done, dispatcher receive the notification that the service technician assigned or completed this work order, and even with the manager, they can analyze the data, what happened during the day. So this was just one example that I would like to showcase you right now. If you have any question regarding what I will show, what I'm going to show you, please write this question into the chat box, and I would be happy to answer them during or even at the end of this demonstration. Okay, so right now I will showcase you how me, Petar Semanchik, as a manager, will do the things in the backend. So right now you can see everything what manager see in a service operation and maintenance company. As you can see, there are the other options or roles that you can switch in your company. But me as a Petr Semančík and a manager of the service operation maintenance company for wind turbines, this is enough. So basically, I see the home screen with the models or things I need for my job. So every manager, of course, need to see the performance of their service technicians. What is the status of the work orders? What is the status of the scheduling, different maintenance plans and activities, and of course, how is the status with the incidents? Okay, so this was the dashboard, for example, that can manager overview and analyze the data. But I would be happy also to show you the other things that me as a manager, Petr Semančík, can see. So I also can see the full list of my resources. So our service and maintenance company, we have a few service technicians with the different skills, with the different areas or location that they are operate. So I can click, for example, for my service technician, Roland Dahl. I can see his picture, photo. I can see his hourly rate. I can see some notes about this technician, the skills, what kind of skill he's capable of, and also the different territories. Since our company operates in the USA, we have this kind of territories with the different assets. Of course, our company can see also the time off, whether they have vacation or whether they have a sick leave or something like that. So everything what we can see is customizable, but for my company, me as a manager, this is enough to understand the information about my service technicians. Okay, when we go to the customers session entity, we see our list of customers with different assets that we maintain, for example, with the wind turbines. So I will go to our client Apollo, and me as a manager can have full overview about the client. So I see the full information about the asset. I see the email information, telephone numbers. I see the address. I see the map with the location. I see what activities were done on this account. I see the full list of agreements that were signed with this kind of customer, and of course, responsible contact and the asset, of course, that we are doing the maintenance. Of course, we can see more like right now as work orders. So we see what was scheduled, what was completed, which is in the status draft. So I have a full overview in one screen as a manager. Okay, so this was another view, but me as a manager, I can also see what kind of assets as a service company we are doing the maintenance. So we have a different customers with the different assets, and I can even see what kind of agreement or maintenance plans are under each assets. So this is also a nice overview for me, Petr Semančík, as a manager of the service management company. But as I mentioned, I showed you that I would be happy to showcase you how to do the preventive maintenance with a few automated clicks according to agreement. So I will go to the entity agreement, and I will go to Winter Agreement 2021 that we signed with the customer Apollo. So again, here, me as a manager with this desktop backend, I see all the information about the agreement with the customer, what kind of assets are included, when this agreement is valid. So it's going to be valid from October this year to the end of September 2022. I see more information, and as I mentioned, under one agreement, we can have different kind of agreements jobs. We can call them also the maintenance plans, and they can be set up maybe on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, or even every second month. So right now, I would be happy to showcase you some of the maintenance plan that I will do the recurrence. So we have a monthly WindEuro monthly maintenance, and right now I would be happy to showcase you how I can set up the maintenance plan for the whole year. So I can click on set recurrence, and I can write here the name of the recurrence. And what is really nice feature or things that I can do is that I can set up whether I want to have this interval on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly interval, and how often it's going to be repeated. So every 1 month. So with this setup, I can schedule the monthly maintenance for the whole year easily. So it means I should have 12 maintenance plans that can be prepared. So I'm going to save it. And right now I can see that I created 12 work orders that can be scheduled automatically for the technicians. Okay, so this is also nice feature. As a manager, I can set up multiple maintenance plans for many customers, and at the end, of course, I can approve it and save it, so I can have it in the system. So this was just an example of how me as a manager, Peters managing of the field service operation and maintenance company, can work with the desktop application and how modules or what kind of features I can use. Okay, I can even see the full list of work orders, how what are the processes and in which status they are. Right now, I would switch to the dispatcher view. So I'm going to switch the role. So let's switch to dispatcher Dennis. Right now, I'm a dispatcher Dennis, and as a dispatcher, I see my scheduling board. So dispatcher is also the important role in the field service process, where he needs to see what kind of resources are available, what skills they have, what territories are assigned in, and of course, he's going to schedule different kind of work orders for their technicians. So yeah, in some companies there are dispatchers. In the different companies there are service agents. So right now you will see on the left side in this part the full list of your service technicians, and on the top bar here in this place you see the full list of work orders that needs to be scheduled. Okay, so this is a really nice table that service scheduler or dispatcher can use during his day. So he can even switch to the daily view, and even he can filter accordingly how the company is working with the shift. So let's say our company is working from 7 a.m. and we finish at 7 p.m. So right now I filtered the whole day today and and I would be happy to schedule some work orders for my service technicians. As I mentioned, we can see the different views, so I can even see the weekly view, who has, let's say, some holidays, who has some sick leave, who is like busy. This scheduling board also work with the different statuses, like when somebody is traveling, when somebody is on a sick leave, or whether they have some time off, whether they completed some work order, or whether only the work order is planned. So let's switch to the daily view. And right now I will be happy to showcase you how I can easily, with the drag and drop, schedule the job to the Roland Dahl, for example, which is one of my favorite service technicians. Okay, and of course I can continue with the scheduling. So I see that his calendar is not even fully busy, so I will continue with the second work order. So right now the service technician received 2 notifications that 2 work orders were scheduled to him, and he can open his tablet and he can easily complete or approve that he's going to complete this kind of activities. When I have more work orders, I can even see that some of the work order needs to be done according some, let's say, skills. So some service technician maybe is more senior and needs to only one can, let's say, complete this kind of work order. So I'm going to schedule it also to Peter Porter. Okay, so as I mentioned, the scheduling is done for today, and I can switch to my iPad. And right now I'm going to showcase you the screen of my tablet. Okay, so right now you should see my tablet as a Roland Dahl, and as I mentioned, this solution is focused for tablets and for mobile devices as well. So I'm going to click on the application that our service technician is using, and when I synchronize the application with the nice synchronizing button, I'll see that Roland Dahl has some activities planned in his tablet. So when we have a look on this view, we can see that Roland Dahl can only work with the data that he needs. So he doesn't need to see the agreements, he doesn't need to see scheduling board or something like that. He just needs to see what is necessary to complete his work during the day. So, of course, Roland has some dashboard. So in the morning when he gets up in the morning, he can see what kind of activity and where he needs to go with his car, and also what kind of equipment or what kind of products he needs to take with himself. So when we go to the calendar, he can see easily that at 2 p.m. and at 6 p.m. he needs to perform his work. When I go to my work, to the Roland Dahl, he can even see what kind of activities are planned, what kind of were completed in let's say last 30 days. When we have a look on this view, even the Roland Dahl can see what time he needs to travel when he wants to go to the, let's say, to do some service on a wind turbine. So this is also a nice feature that is connected with the navigation, and it automatically shows you the time of the also the distance, what time you need to travel to the site. Okay, so let's back to the calendar, and let's perform the work order that was scheduled to this service technician. So as I mentioned, work order was scheduled from the dispatcher, and Roland Dahl right now see everything what is needed for his day in this work order. So as you can see, this work order includes many information, like what products going to be used, what task chronologically needs to perform, and also another important things. So when he get up and open his car, and when he's traveling basically to the wind turbine, he's clicking on a button traveling, and right now the system is collecting how much time it takes when the Roland wheel came to the site. So when he arrived, he clicked on the arrive button, and right now we see that 18 minutes was a arriving time. So when he's on a site, he can start working, and right now the time is running as well. So he goes to the first task, which is perform tests. When he's done with the performing, he's going to complete this kind of task. Then he continue with the second task. When he's done with the checking the performance, he can complete. And the third task is, of course, the different one, inspect issue. So he can use some instructions or even the digital process that can help him to achieve his goal. So right now I'm going to click on inspection, and what right now we can see is that we have a digital checklist that will lead Roland Dahl through this process of the inspection, or even it is a repair, or even it is a different kind of service. So our company have a simple wind turbine generator checklist, and he's starting from the beginning. So there are some mandatory fields that he needs to fill. Inspector name is automatically populated because the system is notified that I am proceeding this kind of work, and I can fill out the information about the wind turbine. So I'm going to fill the manufacturer. So let's do the Vestas. And also there is some platform, 4 megawatt platform, and also I can scan the serial QR number or barcode from the wind turbine, or even I can type it here. I can continue with this kind of digital checklist, and this digital checklist also support different colors that also help me to understand whether what status is the wind turbine. So I can also fill out some important dates. So when is the wind turbine active? Who is presenting during the inspection? When it will be the next inspection date? So let's say in the next year, and when the general information are filled, Roland can do visual inspection, for example. So he can work with the answers that are only yes and no, or even he can use multiple answers functions. So right now, let's say I can see that there are some findings like corrosion and many more, and I can save it like this. So I can even choose more options. If the service technician needs to have some schema with himself, he can have it also in this digital checklist. So he doesn't need to go anywhere into the Google or check what is the right schema or right fuses box. He can see it also in this application. Okay, then he continues with some fault finding, and I can feel that there is some vibration, there is priority normal, and I can even capture the picture of this vibration. So I choose the nice picture of the wind turbine, and I can even view it, and I can even edit this kind of picture. So I can even highlight the important places on a wind turbine that do the vibration. So I can save it, and right now I can continue with the inspection or even with the service. If we have more errors or faults, I can click on the plus button, and since the digital checklist is smart and support different logic, I can also add different kind of faults. So right now I will choose another picture, and I can even view it or edit it, and then I can continue to the others to the other groups of questions. So then I will fill some number of percentage of the oil, and again, digital checklist is set up with some conditions and rules. So this is not enough percentage or level of oil, so I have to add more. And right now I can see that the color change from red to green, and I can continue with the, let's say, inspection or with some service. Okay, at the end, I can capture the picture of the full process, or let's say another picture of some wind turbine. And what we can add more is the solution also offers tagged images. So I can even highlight on the picture where are some necessary activity needed, whether there is some cracks or corrosion or even different things. So I'm going to save it like this because this is enough for us in our company to understand what is happening. So right now I have I will have some report, and at the end there is some conclusion. So it's satisfactory still, and at the end the Roland can do the signature at the end that he performed the inspection or even the repair of the wind turbine. Also, when a customer is on the site, I can even customer can sign that he was there and everything went smoothly. Okay, right now I'm going to complete it with the report. I saved all the data that I captured, that I gained, and right now we can see the full PDF report of my activity. So this one is predefined for our company, for our field operation company, but any other reports are supported. So we can even customize the report according to our customers. So right now I'm going back because this kind of activity was done. And right now I can see that the inspection was completed. So I will complete also this one. And when all the tasks are basically done, Roland Dahl can complete the full work order with the button complete, and he can save all the information in his tablet. So right now, when he completed this order, everybody is informed in the company what's happened in the field. So you can imagine that when are like 30, 40 or 100 service technicians in the field, the importance of this real-time data are crucial for smooth running of the company. So right now I can see that I performed this kind of activity, and I would be happy to switch to the manager that he can, or even dispatcher that can see that this kind of activity or work order was done. Okay, so I will switch again. Okay, and when we go to the manager again, so me as a Petr Semanček, as a manager of the company, I want to see the overview, what's happened in real time in the field. I can go to the completed work, and I can see that my field worker Roland Dahl completed the job, and I see full information about work order. I see what will be the estimation amount, what tasks were done, what kind of work order it was, what products were used during this, what kind of products or equipment were used by this Roland Dahl service technician, and even we can see the full work order timesheet. So I can see as a manager what time he was traveling, what time he has some pause for lunch, and when he started work again. So all this information were crucial for me, and since everything was collected, I can even complete it or close it or directly generate the invoice for the customer from this kind of work order. So this was basically the full process where we included customers that sent some requests via email or even via portal to our system, or they just called to the dispatcher or our service agent that they need to do, that something needs to be done. And then we moved from manager to dispatcher and to the technician. And at the end, of course, the manager and dispatcher, they can analyze the data not only from this work order, but from all the service technicians in the company. So this was basically a full demonstration of the process, how the mobile enterprise process can look like, and with the real-time data. And right now, I would be happy to maybe hear some of your question about what was interesting on this session, what was interesting during the demonstration. And please, you can write down some questions. So right now I can see a few questions, so I will try to answer them. So I have a question from Alberto. Is there any sort of knowledge base where technicians can check the steps to solve issue or acknowledge such database? So basically, what we need to know is what are the process currently in the companies, and according this, we would be happy to advise how the process could look like to improve the productivity of the field worker. So. Right now, everything what you've seen is just accelerator or just almost ready solution. But of course, when there are many customers, we need to a little bit customize this kind of solution according their needs. So we support also the tools where you can, when you have your own database, you can export the data into the system, and you can align the data with our system. Okay, I have another question from Alejandro. Is the questionnaire related or integrated in any maintenance report? Exactly. Questionnaire designer, or let's say questionnaire that we've seen on digital checklist, this needs to be done at the beginning of the process. So every company has a different process how to proceed some work order. They have many standards or instructions. So at the beginning, they need to predefine the full digital checklist. And when the digital checklist is ready, it can be a part of this solution, and it can also be a part of the maintenance report. So this digital checklist is then included in the work order. So even the managers or dispatchers, they can even generate or see the list of full digital checklists that were done in some specific time. So for example, when you want to see when, for example, you want to see specific 3 days when Roland Dahl was doing some processes, and you want to see all his data in his digital checklist, you can filter it also in this kind of system. So basically, I don't see other question. Feel free to ask. Maybe you still have some question. I would be happy to answer. Mm-hmm. Okay. It seems that there are no many questions, but I would be happy to suggest you that we can have a meeting together with a different chat room, or even you can get back to me via LinkedIn. I would be happy to talk about this kind of mobile enterprise processes with you specifically, because every process is different. Oh, I see the last question. I don't know whether I have a time to answer, but I will try to. Can we subscribe to only specific modules of the solution, or is it a whole package? Yeah, this is a really good question from Theo. Basically, what you have seen was the full process of the field service. So maybe many roles or many personas were included in this solution. But of course, when somebody has a smaller company and you have maybe 20 or maybe 12 service technicians, and you need to have only one manager that will manage the work or do the scheduling, and the rest are the technicians, of course, you don't need to use full solution or full package. You can use only the thing or only the fields that are necessary for your business. So this is a good question. It doesn't need to be the full package. You can use the specific module. So when your company needs, for example, only digital checklists that I showed also in the system, we have many customers, for example, from gas and all, that they do inspection of the gas pipelines. They use only digital checklists for doing this kind of inspections or revisions or services. Okay, it seems that time is passing, and as I mentioned, there are no other questions. I will be happy to connect with you also via this nice platform that our partner offers in Europe, and we can connect even on some personal meeting, or we can have a chat via this platform or via LinkedIn. I would be happy to talk with you. So once again, thank you for the session that I could speak and present you some information, how we deal with some pain points and processes in the field service, and hopefully we can see each other soon. Bye bye.